who is widely regarded as a hero, but was actually a terrible person. The man with the yellow hat is an incredibly irresponsible pet owner. Bit of an odd one, but Coco Chanel. Not a hero in the traditional sense, but in fashion history, she was a massive pioneer in bringing more comfortable and less restrictive designs to women. She saw and participated in the change from women having to wear corsets and gowns to being able to wear pants and work clothing, which was a massive thing for feminism. However, she was quite literally a Nazi. Thomas Edison. He's praised as an inventor, but he stole ideas, exploited his workers, and even electrocuted animals in public just to smear Nikola Tesla's name. NHL star Bobby Hull, a hero to young hockey fans like myself and member of the prestigious Hall of Fame, was extremely physically abusive to both his wives. Oprah. Not so much a hero, but widely regarded in the industry, but she's done so much damage. Foisted Dr. Phil and Dr. Oz upon us. Gave a platform to Jenny McCarthy and her anti-vax BS. Also John of God. Then there's all the scandals with her school in Africa. Horrible person. Henry Ford was a great innovator in manufacturing processes, and he was a great anti-Semite, racist, KKK affiliate, and general scumbag of a person. Charles Lindbergh was a Nazi and openly supported Hitler. He and Henry Ford published info in support of Hitler. Picasso. I came here to call Pablo Picasso an asshole, because he was. Joseph Smith, a con man with his magical powers. The whole Mormon faith is built on fictional myths and characters. When he was alive, Jimmy Savile. He did a lot of fundraising for charity, especially for the most vulnerable members of society. But he was regarded as just a weird guy. When he died, the floodgates opened, and we learned what a monster he truly was, and it demolished his legacy thankfully. Brigham Young. The guy was a creep, but like. He also committed genocide against the Timpanogos. So there's that. Edit. Grew up in UT my whole life singing that stupid-ass state anthem with his name in it, and nobody ever told us shit. I didn't find out until maybe 3 years ago. I would act surprised that y'all weren't aware, but to be fair, the church does a pretty great job at covering it up. You know, much like their tax fraud-riddled history of blatant racism. Not a single person in my entire school ended up unsurprised when I showed them that video. Henry Kissinger. Once you've been to Cambodia, you'll never stop wanting to beat Henry Kissinger to death with your bare hands. Anthony Bourdain. Henry Ford. He abused his workers, funded the Nazis, and hired thugs to violently attack labor unions. But for some reason he's considered an American hero and praised for introducing the 5-day work week, something he had men killed to try to prevent. Jerry the Mouse. Maybe not a hero, but Steve Jobs, rightfully, gets a lot of praise for saving Apple, but more importantly to most, the invention of the iPhone and ushering in the smartphone era properly, since before that, BlackBerries were the realm of business folks where the iPhone was aimed at everyone. Anyway, he was a cunt to everyone. Rather than retype it all, here's a decent summary.